Veronica, hey, congratulations on your new movie, Imaginary.
Thank you, Geek. Thank you so much. Thank you for this interview.
Hey, not a problem, not a problem. So tell us what initially drew you that you want to be a part of this project.
Well, I think there were three things. One, it's Blumhouse. It's a guarantee in terms of or I know I was in very good hands. The second one is that the role I got to play, Dr. Alana Soto, is not your stereotypical role, and I think that for me was very, very attractive. And then the story, it's a good story, and it taps into these fears and to the power of imagination and nightmares and dreams and what's real and what's not and trauma. And I thought it was a fun movie to do. So yes, those are the three things that attracted me to it.
What is your approach in playing some of these characters, no matter how big or small in films or series?
Well, I think you have to approach them the same way. I don't think you should approach a character differently in terms of your commitment to the character because it's small or large or important or not as important. I think you are an actor, and your job as an actor is to bring this character to life to the best of your abilities. And for me, it's not it doesn't matter what size of role. I am very lucky to be a working actor. I love doing that. So I try to commit as much as I can to whatever character. They do require different things, if it's a larger role or a smaller role, just because of the time and the arch of the character. But at the end of the day, the basic work is kind of the same, and the commitment, I believe, should be the same.
Now, of course, in this film, you got to work closely with the child,
With
an
Pyper.
actress with Piper, and I met her a couple of times. She is very delightful. Talk
Adorable.
about talk about working with her, particularly in the scene where it's a very serious scene.
It is a very serious scene. It's a very difficult scene for any actor, especially for such a young actress. But as you say, she's delightful. She's a pro. But she's still fresh. She's not like a jaded actor at all. There's some kids that might be. She's not. She's adorable, and she's really so. She was so excited about being on set and playing this role, and her mother was there. Because of course that scene is very emotional and very difficult for her. So for me as a supporting actor in this film, my job, I believe, was not only to portray to the best of my ability Dr. Soto, but to support Piper, to really be there for her and to listen to her really, which is kind of what my character does. So that made it easier. But yeah, it was fun. I love working with young actors, with younger actors than me. I always see different things. I always learn different things, and I just I had a good time.
And one more thing for you, because this is such an imaginative type of film, and I'm always curious as for yourself being an actor, what kind of childhood did you have an imaginative childhood that helped you shape to become an actress today?
Absolutely. I mean, I always had a wild imagination. I was always very, very artistic and very curious. I think the main thing for me is that I've always been incredibly curious about everything. And I think that's part of why I became an actor. And I always like putting little theater plays. Like sometimes I would have little finger puppets and talk to them and make a whole play and design the little set design. So yeah, I had that going for me. But I guess all kids are, kids by nature are incredibly creative and incredibly open, and their imagination is incredible. So I think all we have to do is listen to them and give them space to create and to express themselves, which is kind of a little bit what the movie talks about at the end. There's that little morale to the story.
That is true. Well said, Veronica. Thank you very much for carrying this conversation
Thank you.
for us.
Thank you so
For
much
Imagine.
for the interview, Gig. Thank you.